What makes you fearless? Never encountering darkness or learning to walk straight through it. Watanabe no Tsuna was born in 953, a warrior of the Heian period serving under the legendary Minamoto no Yorimitsu, one of the most powerful military commanders of his era. Tsuna was one of the Shiteno, the 4 heavenly guardians, of Yorimitsu's elite retinue, a small brotherhood of warriors tasked with doing the things ordinary soldiers could not. That meant going where others refused to go. The Heian period was not the era of open battlefields and clashing armies that most people associate with samurai Japan. It was a time of political intrigue, social instability, and very real dangers lurking at the edges of civilization. Bandits who controlled roads, criminals who operated in the ruins of collapsed infrastructure, and threats that the imperial government's conventional forces either couldn't reach or chose to ignore. Yorimitsu's Shiteno were the answer to those problems, and Tsuna was the one sent when the situation was most dangerous. His most celebrated story centers on Rashomon Gate, the great southern entrance to Kyoto that had fallen into ruin and become a gathering place for criminals, outlaws, and the desperate. Ordinary people avoided it after dark. Officials looked the other way. The gate had become a symbol of everything the imperial capital could not control. Tsuna rode there alone. What he encountered, what he faced, and how he handled it became the foundation of one of the most retold stories in Japanese literary history. A story about a man who went into the dark place everyone else avoided and came back with proof that it could be faced. He died around 1025, having spent his life as the man Yorimitsu trusted most when the situation was at its worst. Now, every life has a Rashomon Gate. The problem everyone acknowledges, but nobody wants to be first to face. The conversation that keeps getting postponed. The difficult territory everyone agrees to avoid because stepping toward it feels uncomfortable and uncertain. Tsuna didn't go to the gate because he was certain of the outcome. He went because someone had to, and he had decided, somewhere before that night, that he was the kind of person who went first. That decision, made quietly before the moment arrives, is everything. You don't build courage in the moment of confrontation. You build it in the small choices beforehand, each time you decide what kind of person you are becoming. By the time the hard moment arrives, the real decision has already been made. Stop waiting until you feel ready to face the difficult thing. Readiness is built by going anyway. Ready for warrior wisdom that teaches not just how to fight, but how to become someone who walks toward the hard thing without flinching. Subscribe to Kensei Code for weekly episodes exploring the warriors and guardians of Japanese history who faced what others fled. Drop a comment. What's your Rashomon Gate right now? Share it. Someone needs permission to ride toward it today.